Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Happy hump day. I hope you had a great day. My screen looks a little fuzzy today. I don't know why it's so fuzzy, but I don't know. I'm sure you can see me. So I'm going to wait for a few people to jump on board before we begin day 3 of our 5-day Make My Business Dynamic challenge. We're on day 3. The week is flying really quickly, but I know a lot of you are going through the challenges because I'm getting private messages, I'm getting emails, and I'm getting phone calls. So I know that you all are going through the assignments, and I know that you're making changes in your business. So we're on day 3, and day 3 is a really huge day. So I hope a lot of you tune in today. As usual, just give me a sec. Hi, Carla. Great, you're on. Carla is always one of the first people to jump on, and that's great because she's excited. She's doing the challenges. She's burning up all the things. Hi, Amanda. She's burning up all the negativity. She's getting rid of the negativity, right, Carla? Tell me if you're hearing me, if you're seeing me okay, before I start, to make sure that everything is clear. Tell me if you're hearing me, if you're seeing me, so that I can start. Let's just wait for a few more people to jump on. I'm just sharing it in our Facebook group, Dynamic Business Strategists. If you have not joined the Facebook group as yet, you don't know what you are missing. That is where all the action happens. That is where you get daily tips and strategies. That is where, hi TC, you get daily tips and strategies. I think Luann is here as well. That is where you get like practically live coaching every single day from me. You get support, you get to collaborate with other entrepreneurs who are on the same journey and who can actually help you to grow your business. You get access to accountants, marketers, decorators. You just get access to a whole heap of really dynamic web designers, other coaches, you know, a lot of yeah, Carly, I'm burning everything, just burn it away. Bye, Felicia. You get access to a lot of great stuff. So as I said, today we're on day 3 of the 5-day challenge. How have the challenges been for you? Tell me, have you, yeah, I look fuzzy. I don't know why the screen is so fuzzy this evening. I don't know if it's the connection, but hopefully you can hear me, which is more important than seeing me at this stage. Hi, Nicola. Nicola, I reach. Right? Yeah, it's fuzzy for some reason. So once you can hear me, that's more important, I think, that you can hear me, because the message today is really going to be powerful. Ari is on the inside. Simone is hearing loud and clear. Good. We're getting on board. So has everybody completed their day 1 assignments of their mindset assignments of getting rid of all the negative things that they've been saying? Hi, mommy. All the negative things that that you've been saying to yourself. Have you completed that exercise? Let me know in the comments if you have completed that exercise. Hi, Antonia. And how has it been? I know some of you all will take a few days to complete it, and that's fine. As I said, I took a whole week to complete mine, and that's fine, you know. But it's important that you do complete the assignment and really hi Letitia, I finally made it in one evening, right? And really make an effort to create a new positive mindset and change the shift in your head. And yesterday we spoke about selling, that you need to sell the benefits of your business. Hi, Luann. You need to sell the benefits of your business and not the features. And I assigned, the assignment yesterday was to write down 20 things, or write down as many things as possible why your clients will want to buy from you and not your competitor. I've gotten a few emails with some people writing down why. So y'all are really on a good side. Are you, you're completing and feel free? Good. So you have to keep on that, keep up that momentum. Letitia says she's not hearing me. Is everybody else hearing me okay? Letitia's the only one who says she's not hearing me. I know it's fuzzy. Check your volumes or something, Letitia. But everybody else I think is hearing me okay, right? So today we are right. Yeah, I'm taking some time. Yeah, it's fine. It's taking time, Amanda. That's fine. You take your time. It's not something that you need to rush, because you need to be true to yourself. You need to be honest to yourself about the things that you do see. And once you get through that process, burn the paper, rip it apart, and get past it. Start to get into your selling. Think about your benefits. Really think about the challenges that your clients are facing and how you can help them solve those challenges. Stop selling the features of your business. And Tisha says, have the list but still need to burn it. Yes, please burn it and send me a picture of you burning your burning your list or ripping it apart. I got one video of somebody actually ripping their video apart. It's just so liberating. Shirlene Reach, good. Yeah, so great. And again, if you haven't joined the Facebook group, today is the day. Please join. Luan says, no, I think I have more negatives to add. That's fine. That's fine. Take your time. Do it for the rest of the week. Yeah, I'm fuzzy. Do it for the rest of the week. And really dig deep and be very aware of the things that you are telling yourself, because that's really important, right? So some thumbs, send me some hearts, right? So the numbers are climbing. So today we're going to talk about goal setting. Goal setting is one of my favorite subjects. It is just one of my favorite subjects. I just love the subject of goal setting, and I always start off my clients with, what is your goal? And you'll be surprised how many of y'all actually have no goal. You think that your goal is to make money, right? Which is part of your goal, but that's not your whole goal. And there are certain things that you need to have in place in order for your business to scale up, in order for your business to grow, in order for your business to survive in this competitive environment. You need to have a goal. And you need to have your goal written down, which is even more important. You'll recognize in this challenge that I keep telling you, you need to write things down. Having it in your head means that every single day it can change. You need to have the goal written down where you can see it, where you can say it out to yourself, and where it will remind you of why you're getting up every morning to pursue your business, right? A goal not written is really just a wish list. It's just a dream. Hi, Leslie Ann, finally here, right? A goal not written is merely a wish list. It's a dream. You have to get your goals on papers, and you have to become very clear about what you want to accomplish. You will hear me talking about that every single day. You have to get clear. You have to get very, very specific about what you want. And in setting out your goal, I always go with, and I know everybody does not follow this rule, but you have to set SMART goals. So your goals have to be specific, they have to be measurable, they have to be attainable, they have to be realistic, and they have to be time bound. You have to put a time frame by which you want to accomplish your goal. When I first started off my business, I was still working my 8 to 4 job, and some months I'll make $2,000, some months I'll make no money, and then other months I'll make $10,000, and my income kept going up and down, up and down, up and down. But obviously, because I was in my 8 to 4 job, it didn't really bother me as much. But when I became really, really serious about running my business, and I stopped running it like a freelancer and start to run it like a real CEO, the CEO that I am, the entrepreneur that I am, the boss that I am, when I decided to really step up, I realized that The only way for me to be consistent and getting the kind of money that I wanted, the only way for me to be consistent in getting not only the amount of clients that I wanted, but the type of clients that I wanted, is that I had to set a goal. And only when I put pen to paper and wrote down what my weekly goal was, what my monthly goal was, and what my yearly goal was, did things start to fall into place. Do you all write down your goals? Do you all have goals for your business? Tell me in the comments below, what are your goals for your business? Tell me what are your comments, what are your goals for your business. Let's start to share, because as I said to you all on day one, this is going to be a very interactive session. I want to get a sense of where you are at in your own business. You have to write down your goals. So your goals have to be smart. They are specific, they're measurable, they're attainable, they're realistic, and they're time bound. And the reason that they are time bound is because you just can't set a goal forever. You have to be able to measure it so that you know, okay, by September 30th, I should have 3 paying clients that would earn me $10,000. So that you know by September 30th, you could look back and say, you know, I've accomplished this goal. It can't just be I want three paying clients, pay me $10,000. When do you want that to happen by? You have to have a specific time frame by which you want things to happen. You cannot get up every single morning and just jump into your business and not have a goal for your day. What is your goal for the day? What is your goal for the week? What is your goal for the month? And what is your goal for the year or even the quarter, according to how you want to set your goals? But you have to set your goals and stop acting like if you're a freelancer, because if you have no goals, you're really not running a business. You're really not running a business. Those people who are like millionaires and billionaires and stuff, if you speak to any one of them, if you read like Napoleon Hill, you know, one of the greatest books, Think and Grow Rich, he talks about setting goals and the importance of setting goals and having that goal mindset. You need to be like literally like a goal digger. Carla says, one of my goals is to get at least 2 new clients a month. And one of the things I wanted to say to you all, which is off topic but still on topic, be very careful about the words that you use. You want to get at least. Do you want to get at least, or do you want to get to? You know, the at least or the maybes or I think. You have to be very clear about what you want and what you are setting out to do. It's not at least I want to make. Remember we spoke about on Friday in our live stream, I want to make a little bit of money. What is a little bit of money? That's 50 cents. Do you want to make 50 cents? Araceli says, I must admit I'm horrible at writing down my goal. I have them in mind, but I know it's better to get it on paper. Yeah, write it down on paper where you can see it every single day next to your positive affirmations. You have to write down your goals so that it becomes part of your life, it becomes part of your being, and it becomes part of the reason you get up every morning and pursue this entrepreneurial dream, because it's a lonely road, it's a hard road. But once you know what your goal is, then you can do the next step. So you have your overall goal. What you need to do with your goal after you made your goal is to then break it down into actionable steps, because having a goal is like an overall thing. I want to increase my sales by 50% by September 30th of 2016. Now, your next step in your goal is to break them down into actionable steps. You have to break it down into actionable steps. That's how it's going to be attainable, and that's how it's going to be realistic. So if, let's say, by August 30th, you want to have 10 paying clients, or by August 30th you want to ensure that 50 people walk through your door, or you want to ensure that you got 5 paying jobs, what do you need to do? What do you need to do? What are the steps that you need to take in order to make that goal a reality. So your goal is not just writing, I want to make $10,000. What are the steps you need to take to make that $10,000? That also forms part of your goal. You have to get that specific. So if it means that I want to get, so Letitia says, I want 5 clients every month. In order for you to get 5 clients every month, what do you need to do? Do you need to go to networking events? Do you need to do Facebook ads? What promotions do you need to put out? How many people per day do you need to speak to? And more importantly, how much money do you want to make? And I know money is always a touchy subject. People don't like to talk about money, but trust me, once you're in business, you have to get comfortable talking about your money. Carla says, focus on one course until successful. Yeah, you have to get comfortable about talking about money, because if you're not in business, if part of your reason for being in business is not to make money, then you're running a charity. And that's fine. If that's what you want, then that's fine. But part of your goal is tying it to your money. You have to figure out how much money do you want to make, or do you need to make, in order to live the life that you want to live. And there's no right or wrong answer. Your figure could be $2,000. Your figure could be $500. That is your figure, and that's fine. My figure could be $50,000. That's my figure, and that's fine, because the lifestyle that I want is very, very different from yours. So you have to figure out, you have to understand your money. And remember that money is a tool that you use to invest in your business and invest in the people around you, so that your business continues to grow, which is part of your goal as well. You have to invest in yourself. How are you using the money as a tool to invest back into your business and invest into yourself? Whether you're taking courses, hiring a coach like myself, whether you're buying new material for your business, new tools, so that you can always have, the best equipment. So yeah, Scarlett says charity still needs money to run. That's true. A charity still needs money to run. So they are still, they still understand that they need to track their money. You need to track your money every single day. That is something that I do in my journaling every single day. I know, okay, if I speak to 5 clients, one of them will turn, if I speak to 5 clients, 1 or 2 of them will turn into paying clients, which means they will sign up for my coaching, which means I'll make X amount of money today. And I do the same thing every single day. But I also know I need to invest in myself. So I have online courses that I do. I have to pay my own coach. So I know how much is coming in, and I know how much I am putting out. Because you have to track your money, because saying you want to make $10,000, and then from that $10,000 you have your light bill to pay, your water bill to pay, your mortgage to pay, your car payments to pay, you have to pay for your kids, all that's money going out. So at the end of the day, you may end up with $500. Is that how much money you really want to end up with at the end of the month after you've paid out all your expenses? That is how specific you have to get with money. So Letitia says money is part of your why. Yeah, it is part of your why. One of my hats I wear as an educator. So my goal next term is 20 private students. Next goal is to build my next apartment complex in 6 months. Those are great goals, Leslie Ann. How are you getting the 20 private students? What actions do you need to take today to get the 20 private students so that you can reach your goal? Does that make sense? Tell me in the comments below if that makes any kind of what I'm saying makes sense, and if you understand how you go about setting your goal. Tell me in the comments below, and tell me if you actually do make your goals, if you actually do write down your goals. I know Araceli already said that, that's something that she struggles with, and that's fine. Everybody can do it. That's all right, Amanda. You gotta take care of your little ones while you're learning, right? That's part of it. That's okay. All right, so Leslie Ann, tell us, how are you going to get your 20 private students? What are the steps you're going to take to get your private students? So write down your goals Write down your SMART goals. They're specific, they're measurable, they're attainable, they're realistic, and then they're time bound. And then break them down into actionable steps. And that is what you need to do. And only when I started to do that in my business did I start to see clients coming to me consistently, because I was focused and I was consistent with my goal. I was focused on a particular number. I was focused on a particular salary that I wanted to make, a specific amount of money that I needed to come in. I was focused on the amount of people I needed to talk to every day. I was focused on making sure I went to a certain amount of networking events. I was focused on providing a certain type of service to the clients that I did have. I remained really, really focused on my goal. And only when I became really, really focused did I see a change in my own business. I saw a change in my own circumstances. So that is what our challenge is today. I want you to write out the plan for your business, your goal for your business for the next 12 months. Bullet points. It doesn't have to be anything really long. Write down the goals for your business for the next 12 months. And I've made it very time specific, right? For 12 months, you must have a goal. Write down your goal for the next 12 months. And when you've written it down, it's going to be like a sheet of paper. So you know your goal for August is this, your goal for September is this, your goal for October, it might be different, your goal for November might be different, it might be seasonal, it might be season specific, and that kind of thing. Yeah, you have to work on your SMART goals. Yeah, it might be season specific, but write down your goal. And after you write your goal, break it down into an actionable step. Exactly what you need to do in order to achieve that goal. And write down, part of your goal is how much money do you want to make. Money is a tool. Money is not evil. It is a tool. We all need money to survive. We all need money to pay our bills. We all need money to live in this beautiful country we have called Trinidad and Tobago. So you have to get comfortable with talking about your money. You have to get comfortable with receiving money. You have to get comfortable with the ins and outs of how money works and how we use it as a tool to better your life and to better the life of your family. Your money is part of your why, as Letitia said earlier. It's part of your why. So does that make any kind of sense to you all? Tell me in the comments if it's making any sense. Once you start to set your goals, you stop acting like a freelancer, because a freelancer is just like, if I get a job today, all right. If I don't get a job tomorrow, well, that's okay. You know what I mean? That is not how you're supposed to operate as the CEO of your business. That's not how you're supposed to operate as the CEO of your life. You are supposed to have set actionable steps that you take every single day that gets you closer to your goal. My clients will tell you at the beginning of every month, I always ask them, what's your financial goal for the month? And once they tell me what their financial goal is, Carla, and they will tell you that. Once they tell me what their financial goal is, then I say, okay, what are the steps you're going to take this month? And we break it down week by week, day by day sometimes, the steps that they need to take in order for them to reach that goal. And a lot of times they surpass that goal because they're so focused on it. You understand what I mean? So you have to be focused on reaching that goal. Leslie says, I need a secretary to make all the calls necessary. And that's fine. That's fine. How do you plan to get a secretary? When do you need a secretary by? When do you need a secretary by? If that is, because getting a secretary now becomes part of your goal. So when do you need a secretary by? Where are you going to look for the secretary? What exactly do you need a secretary to do? Yeah? Letitia said, completed my personal and business budget down to the week for each month. Exactly. You have to get that specific about what you are trying to achieve, and having a goal is important. Having a goal that is written down. I want you all to get it out of your head and write it on paper, having a goal written down. A goal not written is merely a wish list. Repeat after me. A goal not written is merely a wish list. You don't want a wish list. You want reality. And in order for you to get that reality, you need to get into action, into massive action. So set your goal, break it down into actionable steps, and then get into actions. And one of the things I would say to you is that, sometimes you set a goal and sometimes you get into action and sometimes it doesn't work out. One of the things I say, if you come into the group, you would hear me say over and over again, your goal remains the same. Your strategy could change. So let's just say you have the same goal for 2 months and you did it in July and you realize it did not yield the results that you want. That's fine. It means that in August, your goal doesn't have to change. Your goal remains the same. Your strategy could change. That's the important part. Hi, Winnell. Winnie Pooh is here. So really get specific about your goal. Write down your goal and then break it down into actionable steps. Get very specific. Stay very focused on your goal and write out your goal for the next 6 to 12 months. Yeah? Thanks, Letitia. Thanks for writing that out. Goal not written is merely a wish list. Yeah? So that is your assignment for today. Write out your goals for the next 6 to 12 months and then break them down into actionable steps. Be very specific about the steps you are going to take to ensure that you reach your goal. So you may have like a big goal that you want to happen by December, right? So let's just say you have this really huge goal you want to happen by December 31st. If you want that to happen, then you have to have smaller goals. So you may have a goal in October to reach this, September to do this, August to do this, July to do this, and that's fine. So you break up your bigger goal into smaller goals, and then you break up those smaller goals into actionable steps. That is what basically you are doing. So I want you all to start to write down your goals. That is your challenge for tonight. As I said, if you haven't joined the Facebook group, go on and join it right now. It's Dynamic Business Strategist, because as I said, after each one of these challenges, we go into the group and we have a little discussion about what we spoke about. We expand on some of the ideas. Message me, email me at info@mkgdynamics.com if you need to talk more, you want a little more guidance about how to set your goals and how to break it down into actionable steps, right? And I just want to remind you, I don't know if a lot of you have seen it, but next week Wednesday at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, I think it's 7 o'clock. Next week Wednesday, I'll be co-hosting a webinar with Savvy Branding, and it's called Entrepreneur 101, and we're going to talk about the challenges you face when you're still working your 8 to 4 job and you want to move into being a full-time entrepreneur. Or we talk about it, and we talk about the tools that you use to manage your time, set your goals, and plan out your life so that you're not stressed out and frustrated while you're still working your 8 to 4 job and trying to build your business at the side. So look out for the ads. The ads should be everywhere. It's also on the Facebook page. If you scroll down, you will see it. Make sure and register for the webinar. It's going to be full of a ton of information. And for those of you who are in the group, we have a really big Q&A coming up on the 31st of July. We have a specialist coming in to talk to us about social media. So if you want to be part of that, you need to join the group, because that is something you really, really, really don't want to miss. So we have our webinar coming up next week Wednesday, and then next week Sunday we have the Q&A in the dynamic business strategist group with a social media specialist, and I'll give you a little more information about that after the challenge is done. So like Saturday, Sunday, I'll start to give you more information about who it is and the kind of topics that she will be covering on the 31st of July. So put that in your calendar. It just says right, take it out your head. Rayhan says, I'm literally writing down my goals right now. Yeah, good. Send it to me, Rayhan. Let's talk about it. Let's break down those goals into actionable steps. Carla said, set goals, then take massive action. Yeah. So that's my message for you today. That's a challenge. Write out your 12-month goals and send to me. Let's get the ball rolling. Once you get your goals out, start to break it down into actionable steps. Yeah, Rayhan is actually here, TC. Imagine that. Rayhan actually made it to one of our streams. Leslie, please send link via email as well. Yeah, I'll do that for you, Leslie. I'll send you the link for the webinar. I'll email you the link to the webinar, but it's also on the business page and it's in the Facebook group as well. But I'll send it to you so that you'll be able to register for that webinar, because that's going to be really dynamic. Trust me, that information is priceless. You know, so that's my message for today. Before I sign off, let me know if you have any questions, if you're confused about anything, if you want me to answer anything before we sign off today. I was really excited to talk about goal setting, because that's one of the things that I'm really good at, and I really think that you need to get good at if you want to run a successful business. Yeah? Any questions? No? All right. So thank you so much for being here. Tomorrow we're going to talk about getting visible, which is another one of my favorite topics, and one of the things that I love doing. I love showing up everywhere, as you would know and you can see. So tomorrow we talk about getting visible, the techniques to get visible, where you should be visible, where your ideal clients are, and how you get visible, and the things you need to do to make sure that you always show up in front of your clients. So fill out your workbooks. Your workbooks should be totally jam-packed by now with all the writing that you should have been doing while I was speaking. And yeah, so tomorrow we talk about getting visible. So enjoy the rest of your evening. Rayhan said, listen, I can only catch the replays right now because I'm out on locations due to work. You're actually burning data. I'm so worth it, Rayhan. Burn that data. Right, so we'll talk tomorrow, guys, and thanks again for tuning in. Tomorrow we're going to talk about goal setting. Jump into the Facebook group and let's get this party started. Yeah, Thaisha will email you as soon as I get some time. No problem. That's what I'm here for. Email me. Can I get you in my office 24? I don't know about that. We'll have a discussion on the side of that, surely. We'll have a discussion on the side and see what we could work out, right? So Rayhan, yeah, we'll definitely be here, going to be here for that. Yeah, visibility is king. Visibility is important, and visibility does not mean just having a Facebook page. Please get that notion out of your head. But let me not get ahead of myself. Tomorrow we're going to talk all about that. So you didn't get your workbook emailed. Did you sign up for the challenge, or did you just join the group? I'll check on it for you, Ari, and see what I can send to you, right? So don't worry yourself too much about that. So we'll talk again tomorrow, guys. Thanks for joining us today. Carla, no, nobody got burned. Burn your old goals if they're not making sense, and start with some